Guys, welcome back to Motorsport Manager. Now, in the last episode, we were in Ardennes and we got a 1 and a 2. First place and a second place, basically. Absolutely demolished the opposition. Yeah, it was a pretty fucking good race. Today, I say today, in 23 days' time, we are going to be in Sydney. Looks like a fairly long race. Doesn't actually, there we go, 41 laps, medium fuel burn, high tyre wear. Oh, fuck. I've got a new engine turning up in 18 days. I don't think it's going to be ready for us to use. We could go ahead and make sure that these are going to be ready. We're nearly there on this. Do that. So we can get these up to 100%, this engine up to 100%, and all of these parts up to 100% before the next race. Lovely stuff. So we're going to get that set up now. May as well do it. If we can get peak performance out of our parts, even better. I don't know why we are dominating. I do not know why we are dominating so much. Someone asked me if I turned the difficulty down. No. I turned the difficulty up actually to a +5. So I don't know what's going on. Current driver lineup, look into improving. No, mate. No, I kind of like our drivers. If we go to look at these parts now, we can probably go ahead and do this. And then we can make a start on working on this engine. So if we come out of that, get onto that. These are done. It doesn't say they are, but they are. So we'll work on those. And may as well get those ready. Design a new part. So what are we at the minute? I don't think we can really improve on this engine at this point. We're not going to be able to take those components. We're not going to be able to take these ones. Anything in here is going to give us risk levels. So that's going to be it for engines. And we could make another identical one. Take a red zone off it. Which gives us a smaller red zone, obviously. It'll give us a engine at the same performance as the other one. That might be worth doing. Or it could just be worth looking into improving some other parts. Spoiler wise, what we've got engine wise at the minute. Second best. Spoilers or gearbox is going to be the next most effective thing. These take the same amount of time as 20.7 days. You know what, we're going to go with spoilers. We'll take the high speed corners. Make a start on the spoilers. Some extra parts just to see us out. I think with the engines we should be fine. What's that, 359, 379, is it worth like the best part of 5 million to gain an extra 20 performance points? Probably not. We'll get this one worked on. It'll be this one and this one to use. And we're going to make a start on the spoilers, get those ready. Lovely. And I can't look at that because I left it on auto manage. I could go and have a look at it, but I don't want to. I'd rather just leave it auto managed. I'll let our mechanics deal with the hiring, firing of the staff. Financial management. Oh, shut up. Right, so we've got a vote today. I don't think it's going to affect us. Points for the top 6. We'll just vote against it, just because we can. Skip to the end. There we go. So it's not going to affect us. We're not going to be here next season. And right, let's get on with Sydney. Get on with Sydney. So anything changed? Still 9th, 2nd, 8th, 1st, 4th, and 6th. So not really much improvement. Let's go ahead and take Hugo Boss. We'll take 10 of those, remainder of those. We know what engine parts we've got, so that's fine. So yeah. So how have you been? I've been alright. Been working. Got work again in a minute. Hence the bus driving. Oh dear. It's a pain in the ass. Anyway. No baby here to deal with today. Should be nice. Not nice such. I love my baby to bits, but when you try and record, it's like. So, Sydney, saying that I'm actually trying to keep my voice down. It's like quite early in the morning. They're upstairs asleep. I just happened to wake up early enough to get an episode out. Do we have a setup for Sydney? I don't think we've been in Sydney before. Is this our first? It is our first time here in Sydney. Okay. Just shows you how little notice I took of where we were last season. Were we in Sydney? I don't know. Go ahead and do that. Tyre choice, take those. Set up for you. Cornering is fine. Oh, I say that. It's not now. And the speed balance need to go shorter to there. Sorted. Right. Super softs for you. Weight stripping. I think we can take 10% off that and 10% off that and 10% off that. Why have you gained so much more? Still more. I don't know why. There we go. Doesn't really matter. It's just trying to figure out why. Yeah, let's get on with the practice. So if you can get on to the race trim for me, mate. And those tyres, just lovely stuff. Because we have no knowledge of this track, we'll be bringing them in a bit earlier than we would normally. We do obviously want the qualification stuff, like the knowledge, race trim, soft tyres, super soft tyres and all that, but I want to get the car setup done first. So we'll let them do a couple of laps. There we get them in now. So good, poor, excellent, very poor, good, great. So the cornering could possibly go this way. Handling needs to go a fair way away. And that speed balance is pretty much bang on. It's just getting it lined up now. That needs to come further away. We'll give that a go, see what happens there. The speed balance, I think, is going to be close to this line. Handling, possibly going to be close to that line. We'll try that out, as the cornering is going to be the issue. Why do I always do that? Why do I always set this up first and then fuck myself? Right. Let's try that. Hello. Clicked off the fucking game. Always helpful. Alright. And as it's early morning, I've got a sniffly cold. Lovely. Always do. Always do first thing in the morning. We're going to let them run, get a time out, and then we'll bring them in. That's the plan anyway. So Rosberg on his way in. Stippler on his way in. We'll check him out, saying that we need to get the Stippler run a little bit longer. because we're about to get that knowledge. If I bring him in now, we won't get it. Get you set up for qualifying. So we're getting closer. Take those tyres. All right. Try that one. Try that one. Let's get you brought in now. So we do get level 3 for race and qualifying. Good, good, good. Not so good, 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 right, is it? The speed balance needs to go a lot shorter. Their handling, it's not brilliant, is it? Maybe we could try that with the cornering, actually. That might work out. You know, hands a little bit too. Let's try that one. Try it out, see what goes on. Let's get you belting out. Get you coming in. So we've got great, great, excellent. That's all right. That's all right. 95%. Hmm. Let's try that, I guess. Let's try that out. See what happens with it. We're going to let Stippler carry on. No, there's no point in bringing him in, is there? Not enough time. Should have looked at it earlier. So I'm hoping that we've done all right with Stippler, but I don't think we have. But we do set faster slaps again, which is nice. And yeah. Oh, horrendous. Right. No Susie Perry. Disappointing. Love this coffee. I really do. Right, Q1. It's going to be super soft qualifying, obviously. We're not going to strip any more away. Car setup. Not brilliant. That went down, so let's go ahead and use that one. And those tyres. This is an improvement, but it's not brilliant. But we're going to go ahead and use it. I don't want to, but we will. There's not really enough time to get a practice lap out on this track. 1:36. I don't think would have been around. I mean, in time to get back in, because you have to do a full lap, then it's a lap, then it's another lap. We wouldn't have been around. So let's get Stippler out now. Off you go, buddy. Oh, shit. And off you go too. I hate running dozers. Hate them, hate them, hate them, hate them. Right. So not setting decent times yet. but give it a moment. Stipler up into fourth, Rosberg up into first. Of course he is. Could have been quicker. He did have a slower middle section than anyone else. Not anyone else, but someone else. But I'm not too concerned. It's only Q1, so we go through to Q2. Stipler's gone down to 6th, but as long as he goes through, it doesn't really matter. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh. So, 1 and 6. Let's take this next qualifying session, see if we can improve on that. What we'll do is... Oh no, I can't. Okay. I was about to say I'll set up Stipler for another lap, for another setup, but can't do it. Right, send you out. These ones. Maybe ask him, why am I sending them out straight away? It's because I am a little bit concerned about a bit of rain. I'm pretty sure they said there may be rain during qualifying. I might be completely and utterly wrong, but I mean, track grips are okay, so... Lotter's going around faster, Mokhtar's going around faster. So we're probably... Stipler, I think, is going to get knocked out, but if we're quick... How much time is that adding? 5. Okay. It's fine though. Might be able to get a lap out if we're lucky. So Rosberg's in 1. Just whether or not we can get Stipler past the line, which we do. So Stipler does get a chance for a lap with an improved setup. Well, hopefully improved setup. Find out in a minute if it is or not. Goes up to 8th. Goes down to 9th again. But he goes through to Q3, which is the main thing. But it does show we can get a potentially second lap out. As long as we go straight off, we can get a second lap out. Okay. So, Q3 is the last one for that race. So, 91%. Nope. If you go ahead and use those tyres, please, mate. I'm going to get you to go straight away. Just I'm a little bit worried about your performance, if I'm completely honest. Rosberg, not too concerned. I'll probably send him out around about the 6-minute mark, but go on, mate. Off you go. Super stuff. Right. Trishiaka's setting crazy time. Rosberg, come on, mate. There we go. Oh, a little bit down on that second bit. Does go through to number 1. Haven't got time to do Stipler, have we? Nope. But Stipler's 5th, Rosberg 1st. That's good. That is good stuff. Anyone else getting another lap out? Patriciakis managed to get another lap out, unfortunately. Green managed to just get over the line just in time to do one. So we could see Stipler go further down the pecking order. Doesn't know. So 1 and 5. 1 and 5. That's not bad. It's not bad. Just going to have to get Stipler to really attack hard. I mean hard. And... Nope. Nope. Jeez, mate. Seriously. Oh. Jesus Christ, I'm tired. Why did I wake up so early? Right. So we got our knowledge set up with the race trim and the soft tyres. Cars tyres were set up with the super softs that were locked into 21 and 23 on those. That's alright. We're going to start off with push and high and attack and overtake. Do we want to weight strip any more? may do here. We might give you another 5% there, and another 5% here. Possibly get away with it here too. Right, wunderbar. Let's go. So Rosberg, Lotterer, Patriciaka, Mokhtar, and Stipler are our front five. It's not the best start in the world for Rosberg there. Lotterer pulling ahead. The first time we've seen Rosberg, I think, fall behind other than at a pit stop. So, standard. Alright, so Stipler's managing second. He's on the tail of Lotterer. Patriciaka just ahead of Rosberg. Rosberg should hopefully rectify that. Whoa! Fucking what? Right. Push and push, push and push, or push and high if you like. We're going to keep an eye on Stipler at this point. We need him to pull away from Lotterer. Patriciaka and Green are on the same team. That's Team HWA. So we need one of those guys to fall away. Rosberg does what Rosberg does. Let's go neutral and medium on him. Let's get Stipler to use his boost to try and gain a bit of distance between him and Lotterer. I would like to go neutral on these or conserve on these tyres, but keep pushing on the fuel for a minute. Let's go back down to neutral and then medium. It's needed that tyre temperature to come down just a touch. Same on this side for Rosberg. To be fair though, with Rosberg, he's doing fine. Use Rosberg's boost. Just need him to get further forward. He does have a 2-second gap now over Stipler, more or less 2 seconds. Stipler's got a 0.6 second lead over Lotterer. But he's a 1.5 seconds ahead of Patriciaka, which is nice to see. We could probably do some more about getting Stipler away, but I don't really want to do anything to. I mean, we're already half a lap of fuel down, and tyres aren't looking that good already. We are nearly a second ahead of Lotterer. Lotterer is probably having a bit of a tussle with Patriciaka. Some movement in the midfield here. Rast has gained a position, might gain another one here, pulling ahead of Da Costa possibly. He's got Gounon on his tail, Muller on his. There's a nice sort of build up in the pack there. Let's go back up to Stipler. Quick look at the condition of the engines, and they're fine. 3.9. We could probably use a little bit of push here. I want to keep that fuel where it is. Use a little bit of push here. Again, just don't want to like give it too much. Don't want to just rip through the tyres. Can quickly happen. Green team HWA doesn't really have much competition going on at the minute. Da Costa is catching up with him. Hopefully Da Costa will push him down a position or two. As it stands, we will be, oh, fuck me, a long way ahead. Rosberg on 112 points. Just crazy, crazy, crazy. Mokhtar has just overtaken Muller. Mokhtar on the tail of Gounon now. Oh, tyre temperatures. Shit. Conserve and conserve. Let's go back over to Stipler. Pushed you a little bit too long, didn't we, mate? Yeah? Just a little bit too long. Get him to go conserve, though. He's nearly 2 seconds ahead of Lotterer. That's down at 1.7 now. 1.3, 1 second. Right, let's use that boost to try to regain that time. There we go. Nearly back up to 2 seconds. Tyre temperatures are beginning to come down. Let's go neutral. Let's have a quick look at the weather. Everything's fine. Let's go neutral again. We could probably get you to go low. Just want you to get that fuel back. Only 1.5 seconds ahead of Patriciaka though. Patriciaka is a very, very good driver. Just need to get that fuel back. Or at least some of it. Just a little bit on that lower fuel mode would be beneficial. And if we go back to a higher fuel mode now, 46% on those tyres. Supposed to be able to do 21 laps on these, but I can't see it happening. Green has gone down a position. Da Costa's just overtaken him. Muller's just overtaken Mokhtar. And looks to be sniffing around Gounon. No one's actually managed to take Gounon yet, as far as I'm aware, so Be interesting to see what happens there, I guess. Land Motorsport have allowed Marco Wittmann to pass Tom Chilton for 18th through team orders. Not much going on back there, just overtaking each other again. Then, yeah. Right. Stippler, 1.1 second ahead of Patriciaka. Not even that now. Let's get you to push. I want you to keep reserving net fuel. You've got fuel excess now, Rosberg, so you keep pushing. In fact, we're going to get you to conserve. I want you to see these tyres out for a bit longer. Go neutral with you. How much your battery have you got? You've got 44% Patriciaka. Lotta is on a bit of a boost now. Patriciaka's trying to push. We're nearly back down to neutral fuel though. We'll do it just for a moment. And then use that. Right. Just gaining a little bit of a gap there again. Just needs to maintain that gap, especially if we want to win. Especially if we want to gain a 1-2 again, which I do. Used a little bit of Rosberg's boost there to pull him away from the rest of the pack. It's going to get him to go back onto neutral now. The tyre temperature's getting a little bit too low. Stipper's got a decent tyre level. Fuel's nearly back to where it should be. We are going to have to bring him in soon though for a set of new tyres. So 26% now. We'll get him coming on this lap, and 21 to 23. It's not going to see it out, is he? We'll take the slower tyres. Everything's fine. Everything is awesome. Alright. So we won't really touch him, saying that. Patriciaka's right there. Okay. I don't want to push. We get through the tyres quicker. And at 20%, well, in the tyre, wear is affecting our speed anyway, but at 20%, it really starts to drop off on these tyres. We're going to manage to get into the pit. We'll lose quite a lot in the way of positions, but I'm not too concerned. We'll come out in last place, but we do have new tyres. We can go straight into push with those. There was a mess up in the pit, but I'm not too concerned. 26 seconds behind Rosberg, and we're not going to be pitting him again now, so he's going to see out the race on those tyres. If we go to Rosberg, who's got a 6.8 second gap, 29% on these tyres, we're going to bring him in on this lap. 25 laps to go. How many can do? 25, 27. We'll probably bring him in on this lap. Just, let's see, 28, 27. I'm going to work it out based on what he is at this corner. I think we're going to have to bring him in. He's about to hit 25%, isn't he? Right. A little bit disappointing, but these things happen. Hopefully we get a good pit. So he comes out in 16th, which isn't fantastic. But it is Nico, so we can push a little bit. I'm not going to do too much. These tyres do need to see us out, so I don't want to destroy them. Got a little bit of excess, so we may use the overtake just for a bit. We've obviously got all of this boost to use as well. Go neutral on those tyres just to... And now we hit the overtakes. No overtaking. Good work. Limp down to 17th. Going to get him to go neutral on those tyres. Use his boost to try to catch up with the pack. 11th for Rosberg. A lot of drivers still need to pit, so that's a bonus for us. Setting new fastest laps too. Alright. We get you to go conserve. It's not really the ideal time to go conserve, but I need him to see these tyres out. So... off we go. Come on. Conserve those tyres now. Use a little bit of fuel. Get the tyre temperature down a touch. 13 for Stivler, 6 for Rosberg. Go neutral now. There we go. And fuel, let's go medium. Stippler. You're a long way off, aren't you? A long way off. I mean, the bigger sort of threats, Patriciaka and that, are a long way behind. Obviously, all of these guys have still got a pit, so I'm not overly concerned. But it'd be nice to just gain as much time as possible. If we go to Rosberg, let's go conserve, and then overtake. Lovely stuff. Back up to second. They're going to go conserve and low because we can. He's only got DaCosta ahead of him now. Stippler in 10th. Again, all of the drivers ahead of us still need to pit. Stippler's going through these tyres pretty quickly. How many laps we got left? 19. How many laps can you do? 25, 27. We'll keep you on neutral for now. Paffett has been investigated. He cut a corner. Just managed to get him ahead of Rosberg. I'm not too concerned though. I mean, he's going to come off soon, and we're going to make that time back up. Stippler does have Yunnon on his tail, 1.6 seconds between the two of them. Stippler doesn't have the fastest car. He didn't have the best setup either. Disappointed that I wasn't able to get his setup sorted out. Very disappointed I wasn't able to get his setup sorted out. These things happen though, and we could probably get him to push. He does have or go high on his engine. Does have a bit of excess fuel. It means we can catch up to some of the pack here. Maybe get other drivers tied up with those when we take him. Possibly. Rosberg, go neutral on those tyres, mate. You have to push them actually, I think. Tyre temperatures are really, really low. Stippler, still got some excess fuel, which is good. You've got a 1.6 second gap with Gunon and 1 second gap with Filippi. Possibly get away with going attack and overtake now and using this boost. Filippi's realised we were going to do that and used his own boost. That's fine. Come on. They're there. Well done. Come on. On the inside. On the outside. On the inside. Either way. Up the fucking middle. Don't care. Just overtake them. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, as I say, as other drivers still need to pit. But I want to get that distance between us and Filippi. I mean, there's only a few seconds between us now. But there's also a whole load of drivers between us. Go neutral again, please, Rosberg. Rosberg looking to take second. We could, yeah, let's fuck it. Let's try to get him ahead of Paffett. It's only going to slow us down if we don't. Good work. Go low and conserve again. Neutral. How much do you have on these tyres? 14, 16, 14 laps to go. Okay, that's fine. Maybe a struggle towards the end, but we can always do that and go medium. That's fine. We'll do that. Not an issue. Stippler in 5th. He's got a 1.5 second lead over Gunon. Hopefully he's going to catch up with the rest of the pack soon. Hopefully. See how it goes going forward. He's doing alright so far though. He's doing alright. Despite the fact we've got a shit setup. 12 laps to go. How many laps can you do on these? 17. Oh, he should be fine. Should be fine. Let's go push. Rosberg, tyre temperature is a bit low, but I need him to see out the race basically on these tyres. No one have to bring him in. I'm a little bit concerned I'm going to have to. Patriciaka, sort of same level on the tyres as we are. So, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world if we have to bring him in. I think, anyway. I mean, there's an 10 second gap over going on there. We could push hard to try and make that into a 30-second gap, which I think we could do with him, and then pit, but what's the point? May as well just try to see it out. So, Stippler on the tail of Chilton. Chilton's going to have to pop in for a pit soon, surely. Apparently not. Apparently not. Costa's somehow still out on the track. Don't know why he is. So Chilton's about to go in. Stippler does have Gunnar on the tail. 1.3 seconds behind. It's okay though, we've got a fair decent bit of boost. Gunnar has a similar amount of boost. He's catching up to us on a fucking lower engine mode, driving mode, which is just scary. How many laps you got left on those now? 10 to 12. So we're starting to gain laps on our tyres, which is good for us because, well, we need him to see it out. He's so far ahead that we don't really need to push him. We could push Stippler on the fuel. Probably the... Yeah, we're going to have to. I want him to stay ahead of Gunnar. Gunnar has used his boost. Obviously, we've just used ours for a bit. We're only a second ahead. The Costa somehow not going in. Not overly concerned at the minute. Got a few laps left to go, and I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll go in soon. Stifler a 1.2 second gap. Gonna try to go medium again. Gonna push the boost button. Keep on push. How many laps you got left on those? 12, 14. Oh, you'll be fine. We can keep them on push for a bit, just to maintain that gap. Rosberg has gone into first, which means that what's his face finally went into the pit. It wasn't Felipe, I know that much. Or was it? Was it? I don't know who went into the pit now. I'm not sure who went into the pit. Anyway, either way, Rosberg is just being Rosberg. Rosberg does what Rosberg does. They're going to go conserve there. We're going to have to go conserve there. Just for a little bit. Get that tyre temperature back down. Let's go neutral now. I just want to double check. 36, 10, 12, 6. It's going to be a tight one. Same here, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a tight one. Let's go back up, please, mate. May as well put you on high. Try and maintain this gap. That gap is getting smaller. That's because his tyres are cold. Stippler doing okay. 1.5 seconds between him and Gunnar. We're going to get Rosberg to use his boost now. Not all of it, some of it. And again now. Stippler 1.6. See, we'll keep using that fuel. Use the fuel here for Stippler a little bit, or we can maintain that, hold on to it, and use it if we need to, just in case Gunnar gets nearby. She is getting closer. Use it as a boost if we need to. Like, go to overtake mode as such. But things are looking okay so far. 100 points ahead of Team RMG. Right. It's 3 laps remaining. How many laps can you do on these tyres? 8 to 10. Get you to go push. Get that tyre temperature up. This will be very, very tight. This will be very, very tight indeed, which is why we're letting him push on the fuel. He's got excess, so may as well. It's going to fall off a fucking cliff in a minute, eh? I can't remember what you can go down to on these. I think it's 20%. Maybe 20. Sorry, maybe 15. I'm not sure. I know it's 5% on mediums, 10% on softs. It must be 15% on super softs before the tyre wear really goes. But as you can see, this gap is getting increasingly smaller. It's getting massively smaller. It's okay. I'm a little bit concerned, but not massively. We're on the final lap, so go neutral. Let's go high. Use that boost. Try to keep away from Gunnar. You've got a little bit of boost available to you, so use that. Still pushing, still pushing. There we go, a 1-2. Gunnar running us tight there. I nearly fucked up with the tyres, but it's another 1-2 for Blackfire GT, and we were running a lot closer this time than we were in the last race. I mean, by one driver, but still. Gunnar with a decent racer, so Not bad. Not bad. Not a bad start. That's cold. Fuck. Right. I'll have to go make myself another coffee in a minute. Which is fine, because this is going to be the end of the episode any second now. Don't need to see that, really. I want to see what happened with that guy's investigation. I can't remember who it was now. Was it Paffett? Possibly. Yeah, Paffett, 10-second penalty for cutting the corner. We get a decent finish. Anyone else? No. 1-2. You're injured. Dodgy neck for 8 weeks. Shite. But we are 100 points ahead in the championship standings. No Susie Perry. Oh. Very tired. Mucho tired. Mucho tired? Mucho tired. Mucho tired. I have no idea what I'm on about. Right. What time do I have work? Still got about 40 minutes before I need to leave for work. Mark's Billy's back up. We came first, obviously. Your fitness has gone down because of the dodgy neck. 980%. Fucking hell. Oh, pardon me. We lost 2.5 million for that again. But as I said before, this is going to be our last season here at Blackfire. So, money not a concern. It's a bit like it was at Pavici in the Football Manager any minute, where we've got no money, but because it's going to be our last season, I'm just like, interview of Orth, yeah, sure. Finished second just behind his teammate. Both did well. They did. 1-2. That's doing well in my opinion. Right, fitness course. Let's have a look at this before we do anything. Legendary fitness guru Dan Hartsmith has a slot available to get fit or die in terms of Nico Rosberg. Okay, £500,000. Drivers, let's have a look at Nico. For 6 weeks, he gets 2 fitness and 5 improvability. So, I mean, they'll give us to the next race, at least. That actually makes him a 4.5-star driver. That's pretty fucking good. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed today's episode, of course, please do go ahead, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Bye-bye.